What's up, kings, queens, and everything in between? Welcome back to another episode. One time for a good time. And for today's episode, yesterday, Michael K. Williams passed away from an overdose. And I remember making this same exact video for DMX when he died. And I thought, if I put out this one message, I won't have to put out another. You know, I talked about alcoholism, I talked about drug use, I'm talking about how people use substance to forget themselves or to gain confidence or to fight whatever is going on internally. We don't know until something like this happens where it says headline, so passed away at age redacted. Yesterday I could do nothing but sit there and cry because you look at the impact this man had for the community. You look at how many lives he changed and touched, and you sit there and think, wow, he was going through something. When I immediately heard it was an overdose, I questioned. I prayed. I said, I hope he wasn't alone. I hope this was just a genuine accident where he was at a party and maybe just did too much. And then you read the article and it says, found in house by himself. And then I'm thinking, what was he thinking? What was going on in his mind that he just had to take this substance? What was he struggling through that he couldn't talk about? I thought about how alone he probably felt. I thought about how he probably realized, oh shit, I fucked up. All these thoughts went through my head, and I pick up the mic and I say, this is another episode. This is another message for, once again, another victim. And then you think about all the millions and millions of victims out there that are going through drug use and are alcoholics and are going through rehab or not going through rehab and overdosing every day, leaving family members, mothers, daughters, dads, sisters, brothers behind. And you look at history and you see how many people suffered from drug overdoses. Regardless if it was the opioids or cocaine or heroin or whatever. It's just, you think after so long there will be a cure. You think after so long somebody, some organization would step up and help these people, and this recovery rate would be bigger than the death rate, but it's not. And it takes somebody like Michael K. Williams, it takes somebody like DMX, people that have gave so much to the community, to have such a tragic thing happen to them for people to open their eyes. And it's like they're one big story out of millions of fish out there. And it's like, I don't even know how to help them. I don't even know how to save somebody that's already in it. I know the feeling of wanting to escape reality. I know the feeling of wanting to not be myself for the night or use something to gain confidence. I understand it, but it's like when you realize how many people are relying or going to those substances to be who they want to be or not be who they want to be or see something different that they never seen before, all it does is just give me a huge heart and this empathy for them. I sit there and I question, who's next? How many more people have to die until somebody has to step up and say, all right, listen, let's take the drugs off the streets. Let's make more rehabs. Let's close down ABC stores. Let's do X, Y, and Z. Why is it that so many people have to spiral within themselves and use substances and use alcohol or whatever and then kill themselves for it? Michael K. Williams hit me because, if you guys know, he played in Lovecraft Country. He was Monroe's, Atticus' father. And I think about that scene, those scenes a lot, because in there he was an alcoholic. And I think about, what was he thinking while filming that show? You know, I think about everything. I think about what is it that causes all of this? What causes somebody to get to the point where they just want to take a bunch of drugs? Is it a build-up? Is it a doctor prescribing you some medicine and then they say you don't need the medicine anymore, so you get something else? Is it years of partying and you just want to keep feeling young? Is it depression, mental health? What causes this spiral of drug use, this addiction? Is it the love of not being able to think for a couple hours, not being able to feel anything? Or it pains me that so many people are going through this every day, and it's nothing for me to say or to do to change it unless I get out there and make a physical change. Like, words don't mean anything. People that are struggling with things like this, like, it literally doesn't take, hey, I want you to stop, for them to stop. It doesn't take, I don't want to lose you, for them to stop. You know, sometimes being lost in a substance means more than what people you love care about. And I'm not trying to make these people sound selfish or seem like they don't care, but it's true. Imagine you have something that literally transforms you as a person, makes you feel good for once in your life, or gives you a new perspective that you never had. You really think your mother or your sister or your daughter coming to you and saying, hey, I don't want you to do this substance, I don't want you to do this drug because it's hurting me? They're just not going to do that. They're not going to listen. Sometimes it takes seeing other people die, seeing people walk out your life and not talk to you and lose everything and lose yourself, for you to come to your reality that I need to change as a human being, that I need to get my shit together. And it sucks that it has to be that. You know, a lot of people are afraid to ask for help. A lot of people don't want you to know they're struggling. A lot of people don't want to talk to you about the shit that they're going through and deal with it by themselves, because they think that's the healthy way. You know, many people are taught, don't tell people your business. Keep that together. Keep that to yourself. And the problem is that everyone around you think, oh, that person's fine, he's good, he never came to me. And then boom, they're gone. And you're sitting there thinking, where the fuck did everything go wrong? Like, what happened? And that's what bothers me, because so many people are like this out there in the world that really need help. And I'm sitting here thinking, how many messages does it take? But it's like, it takes none. Because they're not going to listen unless they want to change themselves, or unless they want to get help themselves. And I'm tired of seeing these drugs kill people every single day. I'm talking about from the 80s all the way to now. People strung out, people fighting to survive, people fighting for something. And it's like, when you see everybody dropping like flies, it just kills you on the inside, because it's like you just want to grab them and just say, I got you, and it's going to be okay, and we can get through it. And it's like, in a lot of situations, there is no hope. In a lot of situations, there is no turning back, and you just got to let those people be who they got to be. And I hope that as a society, we can get to a point where we can have the resources to truly help people struggling with substance abuse, truly help people that is struggling with mental health. But it's just like, we're not there yet. Like, we're fighting for it, and we're getting there, and we're making improvements, but we're not there. And I just want us to be better, you know, like, be better for ourselves. It's like, don't you want to have a better life for us as a society? I feel like so many of us are just so selfish and just don't think about others or care about others. And it's like, dude, we have one planet, and we all live on this goddamn planet. And I understand that not everyone's gonna like each other, or everyone's gonna fuck with each other, but it's like, don't you want a life better for yourself at the end of the day? And it's not gonna hurt, you know, lending out a helping hand to somebody, or having a conversation with somebody, or just listening. Because a lot of these people just need someone to listen to talk to, a chance, an opportunity, a hug. And I see too many people just walking past them like they're nothing. I see too many people that are struggling with substance abuse stop caring about themselves. And I feel like if we as a society cared more and listened more and just helped more, we could truly bring great resources when it comes to mental health and substance abuse. But we're just not ready yet. And I hope we get ready eventually, because it's just too many people are dying. Too many kids, too many parents, adults, friends, loved ones. It's sad to see. And for everybody out there that is struggling with substance abuse or mental illness, I really hope that you have some type of platform, some type of support system, some type of love or care for yourself to get help, to change. You don't have to change for somebody else, but change for yourself. Think about the years you have ahead of you. Think about the opportunities you can get. Think about the loved ones, the people that you never even met before that you still have to love. Think about everything and anything to keep surviving, because I do think planet Earth is beautiful. I do think life is beautiful, and we should be able to experience it through the end. Somebody on Instagram said, I wish our black people could just make it a full life term. So many of us are just dying at young ages, and we never get to say, I got old. We never get to say, I lived a full life term. And I want that for you guys. I want that for everybody out here. Like Michael K. Williams and DMX, I don't think they realized the impact they actually made on this earth until they were gone. And I hate that we're waiting for people to be gone and out of our sight to say something beautiful about them. So if you have anybody that you can look to and give a compliment or tell them how you feel, please do so. These people deserve it. And you don't know who's struggling. Because like we said, no one knew DMX or Michael K. Williams was struggling. No one knew. We just assume. Tell your loved ones you love them. Tell yourself you love you. Hug a friend. Make a change. We got to do better when it comes to mental health and substance abuse. Thank you for listening to this episode. Peace.